you stay just. It means that I can't show it in a mirror-like position. Then I stand with my back to you. But when I turn to the right or to the left, I must turn. So today I'm going to present Alexeev's system. It's called, the system, this gymnastics, is called after Alexeeva. She used to be a dancer in Rabbinic studio, which was a famous dance studio in Moscow at the beginning of the century. This studio traveled a lot in our country, in the group, and Alexeeva was one of the leading dancers there in the studio. And though she was the most gifted and a leading dancer there, she gave it up for the sake of teaching. She made up her own system and started her own studio in 1913. So it's a very old system. She started her studio in Moscow, and only in Moscow does this studio exist. She was born in 1890, so the next year we are going to celebrate her 100th anniversary. And she died in 1964. I joined the studio in 1969, so I have never seen Alexeeva, and my teachers were her students. And now there are only just a few groups in Moscow where her students, former students, and the students of her students teach this system. I can't say that it's very popular in our country. Alexeeva had very hard time in the pre-war years and after and post-war years. Perhaps you heard about Stalinism in our country when her system, everything was politicized there. And so her system seemed quite alien, her gymnastics, to the whole system. Sports authorities never cared for it, and so no one cares for it now, though it isn't as severely criticized now as it used to be in those worst times. But just the same, it is quite ignored, and no one studies her exercises or etudes. No one studies her system, and so it may die, it may disappear. And that's why I want you to know it. Wherever I go, I try to speak about the system and to show how beautiful it is. It's a special system for women and children. She also taught children, and children who were just bedridden, even, they could also do her exercises. So what is the principle of her system? She thought that it's very important that your movement should be quite natural. And she thought that the best time for a man of his beauty and for art was antiquity. And that's why the initial position of lots of her exercises is like this, antique position. You can see it in museums, this Greek antique position. And she thought that her movements should be quite natural. You must have soft arms, unstrained posture, unstrained legs, and it's good for your strength, it's good for relaxation too. It's good for your soul, not only for your body, which is very important, of course. And that's why there are women who have been going for this system for over 30 years. Can you imagine that? And it's good for everyone, since the age of 5 till the age of 70. And sometimes you can see grandmother, mother, and daughter in the same group. So you can call it a family system. And we have different kind of groups. It may be groups for the beginners, and then the exercises are very simple. It may be a group for old-timers, and a special group for people who are especially good at this system. And we sometimes have performances of festivities twice a year. Christmas time and in April when she was born, Alexeeva was born, just to mark her. But it's only for ourselves and our relatives and so on. We never show off. It's not for just showing off, for records, for all kinds of such things. No, she was fully against that. And that's the most important thing. You do it only for your own sake. That's the most important thing. And it's not for professionals, of course. It's only for everybody, for everyone who wants just to, I don't know, to be fixed. And it's not only, as I already mentioned, for your body, but it's very important that it's for your soul. Yeah, and so I think she drew from different sources: antiquity, Isidore Duncan's unstrained dance, free dance, you know, and then folk music, and then folk dance, of course, foxtrots, tangos, and it's a live system because everyone, if you have some talent, can make up her own exercise, and her students, and even me too, made up our own exercises, etudes, and you will see too. So it's not that you have just 300 exercises and you will do all of them all over again and again, getting tired of them. No. There are some new ones, and that's very important, to some quite new music. That's why you never get tired of it. Okay, I can't praise it too much, you know, it's not so good, but I want you to just to know what it's all about. And now I'm going to do a few exercises, 14 for the beginning. 14 exercises for you to see that these are different, small different etudes, different in style and in character. Some of them are quite, you know, funny. Some of them, you saw the first one. And sometimes she liked to joke at her lesson. There was much laughter. And she was so, she had some hypnotic power, you know. Of course, it all disappeared with her. But still, you can't feel this atmosphere now, because if you were in Moscow, you could see our lesson, you could feel that everyone enjoys it, no matter how good or bad you prepared for this, because there are people who are not very well coordinated, and some of them are almost dancers, you know, and some of them are almost professional, but all of them equally enjoy this class. And so now I want you to see a few exercises different in character. It's like a small theater. Now you are standing in a very foolish position, but it's good for your ribs. All these exercises are good for your coordination, you can see it. Some of them are for your neck, some of them are for your hands, for your legs, for your hips and ribs, but all of them just are small etudes, you know, like a theater. You are playing a role. You may be a doll, a frog, a star, I don't know, all kinds of things, you know, a disobedient wild girl, and you'll see that. And then I'll show you a model. Now we'll do these 14 exercises, and I'll explain just the main things about them. And then we'll do a short lesson. I'll give you a short lesson. Our ordinary lesson lasts an hour, and it sets to work all your body from top to toe. But now I can't show the whole of it because it will be too much for you. But I'll show a few things. Now, let's begin. So the first exercise is called fools. So you are standing in this foolish position you've just seen, and you shouldn't bend your elbows. So your arms should be straight and your legs should be straight. It's for your body, for your ribs. Stretching. It's very important, stretching. But when I turn like this, you must also turn like this, do like this, and then down 4 times, back 4 times, left 4 times, right 4 times. And returning to the initial position. Let's begin. You are fools now. Excuse me. Now, let's start to the right. On your heels first. Yeah, that's very nice. Stretch right and back, stretching. Moving to the right. Wait, no, sorry. Now don't bend your elbows. Try to reach the ceiling. You know? Stretching. Turning to the right. Legs apart. Bend forward. Now stand straight and down. 1, 2. 4 times down. 4 times back. Twice down. Twice back. Once to the left, to the right, quite unstrained body, and to the right, like this. next one is to Bach music. It's called constant movement, Übergang in German. Perhaps someone knows German, I don't. Übergang. Yes, it means constant moving. Turning your first, so you stand like this. I'll be with my back to you because I can't do it in a mirror-like position. Can I just show like this? So you'll turn your head, then your shoulders, then your trunk, what you call it, and so on. Just turning, turning, turning. It's for relaxation. After some dynamic exercises, you have this for rest. Now let's stand like this, in this antique position. Now let's begin.
Übergang. I.
Now shoulders. Everything to the right. Now a little bit lower. And still lower. Straighten out a little and down. Again. And again. Turn. And down. Pull that down. Stand on your right leg. Waves going through all your body. And your left leg arm like this. Yeah. And now for your legs, something for your legs which is called, we do it, the next exercise, we do for our warming up our legs and so on. It's called boys, and you can see that it's of quite different character. Look, your toe should be like this. I don't know what you call it, just pointed, yeah. It's like a small dance. So we'll begin. Now, it's to some Russian music. Begin with your left leg. Boys, it's called.
Мальчики. И.
So, 1, 2, and 8 with your left. Draw a small eight to the left. Heels and toes, and heels and toes. Toes together, right. Let's move from the hip, facing the hip. For the beginners, we have special exercises which are more simple than what we are doing now. But since I wanted to see all kinds of things, that's why they're mixed here. Some of them are more difficult, some of them are easier. And now the next one is called gypsy dance. It's to a very well-known gypsy music. No, we're going to jump now. One more thing. I told you that it's very good for coordination. Now stand like this. With your legs apart and hands together. Now change. And again. And we'll dance like this in the middle of the exercise. We'll do like this. Now begin on your right leg. Now let's begin. Gypsy dance.
Цыганочка. И.
On do coordination and wrist. Stand on your left leg and try to do like this trembling movement with your left palm, hand, and this wave with your hand. Yeah, very good. Okay. Now let's do it now together with the music.
По 12 мчет. И...
And now Russian dance. It's rather long, but I want you to see that she drew from different sources, folk dances and so on, but I'll stand with my right too. Otherwise it's very difficult for me. Russian dance.
Русская. И...
Not like this in Russian step. Toes together and heels together. Hips and shoulders. Hips and shoulders. And then something for your hands, again in a Russian style, just for wrist and hands. It was made up by a student, not by a
И руки Русь. И...
I'm afraid it will be very hot for you now because I wanted to jump for 2 minutes. What shall we do? Jump? And then die.
Yeah.
It's to music, to Khachaturian music. Perhaps you heard the name of this composer, Khachaturian. He's Armenian. He's not living now. He's Armenian from the Soviet Union. Khachaturian. And it's typical, what should I say, Caucasian music, Armenian music. It's called dance with sables, and these are we're going to dance now. If you get tired, then relax and then join us again. See, it's my exercise, so I'll tell you. The first one, foot, was Alexeev's. I wanted you to see all kinds of exercise. The next one was Alexeev's students' exercise, übergang moving, this constant moving. Then some other Alexeev student, мальчики, boys. Then Alexeeva, this one again, her student, and this dance to Khachaturian's music is my exercise, the most difficult. Now to torture you. Now let's do it. Khachaturian. Yeah, thank you.
Khachaturian, танец саблей. И... Чуть-чуть. И.
So he's keeping looking at his own reflection all the time, and your arm should show a small round, and not a little bit rounded. It's a small pond in which he just looks at himself. But the most important thing here is that your hips should work all the time, and your abdominal muscles a little bit. So you must stand on tiptoe in this position. Look, just turn left, please, this way, and no stomach, no belly, because just everything must be straight here. And you must stand on very high tiptoe, legs together. Moving like this, turning left, looking at your own reflection, turning right, but don't move your legs, just the same position of your legs. Is that clear? Only your trunk should just move, and you watch yourself, just follow this with your eyes. And your hands should do this trembling movement, like bleaks on the water. No? That's it. That's it. Here. Nothing else. And it should be pressed. The thumb should be pressed. Yeah. So you'll start with this, look. Because you won't see my left arm. Starting with your left arm only, with your left hand rather. And then your right hand joins it, and you're moving like this. On tiptoe, and that's all. And now only your trunk works, and your hands, and that's all. That's clear? So it's for your hips. Now let's begin. First you stand on full stand.
19-й хель. Нарцисс. И.
Your left hand. Now your right hand. Going on tiptoe. Knees forward. Turn left. And down. Turning right. 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 Don't go down. And looking out. Go down. Looking at your reflection. Knees forward all the time. Returning to the initial position. Forward. Left. Right. Left. You are going backward. All the time backward. And now up. Turning left.
Восьмерки ног.
And now we'll do some. Are you tired? Are your hips? No, I mean your hips. No, it's really good. I wanted them to be there. Did you feel that your hips work now, your hip muscles? When you stand like this, down, and all this, yeah. But your knees should be together. Not apart, but together. And now, just for relaxation of your legs, you must do this 8 movement, 8-like movement, drawing 8s with your left leg, and then with your, just to make it relaxed. Now, to relax your legs, let's do it now.
И.
now we'll sit down on the floor. We'll do, no, not like this. Look, like this. Forward, your left leg forward and slowly down. Yeah. And we'll do some exercise, an exercise for your abdominal muscles now. So usually, normally we start our lesson with warming up as usual. We run around the pool, and then we stand on the spot, doing some exercises for your turn, head, arms, and so on, just again warming up. Then we sit down and do something. Then we jump, as the way we did. Then we sit down and do something for abdominal, for your back, for abdominal muscles, for your back, and so on. And then we just do more difficult exercise, and again run or walk around the pool, and then relaxation just on the spot. So now we'll do only one exercise for your abdominal muscles. But now first try to write. I tell you that there are lots of exercises for coordination. So try to write 8 with your legs like this. Both of them should be quite straight. And now 1 or 2 like this. See? From hip to hip. And now we'll do the same, but without touching the floor. See? Right. Because it's very hard, not so easy for us to do it. So it's called legs stop. Alexei made lots of jokes at this, and I can't repeat them because all of them are in Russian. But this name of this exercise is also very funny because she keeps saying ножки, ножки, stop, which means legs, legs, stop. Legs, legs, stop. You're doing like this. Stop. Then again, stop. Is that clear? But don't get to breathe.